Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on pretty much another video game where they got a toxic fan base. And it's crazy because, I thought I was going to like this game. I thought this was going to be one of those games where I'll never say anything bad about it. It's always going to be something good to say about this game. And the game in question is the Dune Awakening, based off of the movie, the Dune series and stuff, because I think they had it was either one or some movies come out a while back. Actually, you know what? No, it was based off of some books. Then they did the movies. Then they did the new movies. Then they came out with this video game called Dune Awakening. So, to explain to you guys what Dune Awakening is, pretty much it's this survival game. They put you in a scarce situation on this planet where you have to avoid the sun. There's a sandworm that's trying to kill you. There's also enemies trying to kill you. But overall, they have like this Minecraft element where you gotta go around and find material to build up a house and things, so on and so on. So, and then also, yeah, there's a story that you have to follow with the game too. So anyways, I was playing this game for a while. I remember when that game very first got announced, I'm like, there is no way possible there is going to be any other game that takes the place of that game when it comes out, right? So yeah, because I was excited. I was hyped for this game when it was coming out. So I was a Dune Awakening fan at one point in time. But anyways, I played the game for a little bit. The game eventually it did come out. I played it for a little bit, had fun with it. Got to a point where I didn't like the idea of, they have it where you build up this house, then you have to move to another location for whatever reason, and then you have to pretty much get rid of everything that you worked for in that house, and then you gotta pretty much build a whole new house from scratch. And that's the thing, in the area that they had me in, there's all these different, spaceship guys that will freeze your character, and then they'll kill you, and then you'll have to start all over. Well, not start the game all over. Well, actually, they do have that in the game, but it's not based off of the spaceship enemies. It's based off of the sandworm. So yeah, they had it where I was playing that game one day. Sandworm gets to chasing me, and then it killed my character, and I think they did have a thing where it's you were able to save all your stuff. They was okay, this is just kind of like a warning shot, but next time you die by via Sandworm, yeah, you're gonna lose all your stuff. And I'm like, man, I don't. Okay, that was weird. I don't understand why it has to be set up that way. It's bro, it's one of those things where it's I get that you want to add a challenge. Yeah, it was a can had fell over and stuff. I was like, yeah, I was kind of on the weird side, because I don't even know what could have caused it to fall over like that. But anyways, but yeah, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I get the challenge. I get that you want people to be challenged when playing the game, but at the same time, not everybody's going to want that. Not everybody's going to want to, get killed by a sandworm and have it where I got to start the game all over again or find all this different material. Nobody's not going to want to have it where Space Guys is going to be able to freeze me, and then it's it's impossible to kill them, or having to move to a different location because the game tells me to do so. It's fam, I paid this money for the game. I should be able to play it however I want to play it. That's what I'm saying. I wish that they could have possibly had more modes and more different ways of playing that game, versus you gotta follow the story, and it's the story, it's difficult for no reason. I just don't get that with games where it's you add this challenge, but it's did you forget that there's people that just want to play the game to see the story and how it plays out? I get that you want people to be challenged. Not everybody wants a challenge. You pay, hold on for a second. Let's see how much this game costs real quick on Steam. So, because I do have it open. So, they have the just normal version that costs $49.99. I bought the deluxe version, and then they also have a ultimate edition. Let's see how much all of this costs. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me open this up, and because I'm signed in, and so it doesn't show the price and things. But yeah, let me Just, yeah, let's just view page, fake a age and stuff. But alright, so they have it where the normal version is $49.99, the deluxe edition is $69.99, and then the ultimate edition is $89.99. So I bought the deluxe edition, and the ultimate, what is the ultimate upgrade? What is it? So there's like season pass, including the 4 DLCs, and then some armor, sand bike, color pattern for your sand bike. And then there's like a color or a unique color pattern for a swatch, I think. And then there's like it's pretty much coming with a bunch of different stuff like cosmetic stuff for the game. All right, cool, no biggie, no problem. But my thing is this though. You're paying how there's like the bundle, so it's $69.99. You're paying that much for a video game. You should be able to play it however you want to play it, right? Correct? You know, because I that confuses me. You put games out there for people to play, but it's like you limit the playability, you know, and then it's like I'm having it where I'm constantly having to be on my character's toes and stuff, and it's like, nah, bro, I just want to play a game and have fun, you know. But it's like having it where I'm facing all these different challenges. I'm like, bro, I might as well just go outside and face challenges. But it's like, my thing is this: a person plays a video game, they're just trying to have fun, bro. Like, developers, they gotta stop doing that. They gotta stop adding this challenging element to their game, because now everybody's gonna be a fan of it. That's gonna be one of those things where, yeah, people may not come out and say it and talk about it, because, yeah, they're going to be dealing with toxic fans where it's like, oh, it sounds like a skill issue. They don't explain the skill issue. They just want to say, oh, it sounds like a skill issue. How is it a skill issue? How is it a skill issue where I done played all these other different games? I've never had any problems with them when it comes to the difficulty, but it gets with this game and they want to have it on some Elden Ring crap, or they want to have it on something where it's just, yeah, it's just overall challenging. And it's like, okay, explain why I need to be challenged. What am I going to learn from losing all of my stuff, you know, getting killed by a sandworm or getting frozen up by enemies? My thing is this: do you guys think that you will watch the movie if the main character, like, they come out with a movie and the main character dies, like they just show a bunch of different people just getting killed by sandworms, and then having it where it's like enemies is getting frozen? Like, imagine the time that you've played the game and it's turned into a movie. Would you sit down and watch 600 hours of a movie? It's just showing the same thing over and over and over again. No, you're trying to progress. You're trying to, yeah, obviously don't rush the story, but I'm just saying though, at the same time, it's like, I'm not trying to have it where I keep facing all these challenges and stuff. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Ain't nobody gonna watch that movie. 600 hours of just a character facing a bunch of different challenges. No, we're not gonna watch that. That's one of those things where it's like, nah, bruh, ain't nobody even got that type of time to be watching stuff like that. So anyways, but no, so that wasn't the issue that I had with the game. So, because I did take some time away from playing the game, I had, last time I played the game was in June. So around that time, I had got a Nintendo Switch. I have been playing the Nintendo Switch ever since then. It doesn't, no. Wait a minute, not since June, July. I think I got it in July. Hold on for a second. I gotta see when exactly I had got this. But I was playing other games. I don't think I started playing No Man's Sky just yet. But hold on for a second. Let me see when exactly I had bought the Switch too, because I always get confused on that date. But anyways, let's see. Nintendo Switch, June 20. Oh, all right. So I guess it was June. I just don't remember the exact date. But anyways, no, wait a minute. It was June when I bought it, but I picked it up on July 2nd. Okay, so but I'm trying to think, what was I playing, I guess, during that time? I can't remember what I was playing during that time frame. But anyways, yeah, but I had took a couple of months away from playing the game, because yeah, I did get me a Switch 2, and I mainly been playing that and stuff. So I had I just didn't really have the time, because I'm playing Mario Kart World, I'm playing all these other different Switch 2 games and stuff, and some Switch 1 games. So anyways, yesterday I'm like, you know what, man, it's been a while since I played Dune Awakening. You know, it's like, I do remember I was I moved to that other area, so yeah, let me just pretty much see what it got going on, because I think the game did update a couple of times during that time frame, because I still had it installed on my PC. So and then also on top of that, like, I was checking Steam frequently just to see what games need to be updated and stuff. So anyways, I remember seeing that they did have like some update stuff happening. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know if it was bug fixes or if they were adding content. But either way, I was like, I want to play this game and see what this game is all about. Like, what new things have they added to this game? Because the game's been out, I think, yeah, since June, I believe. Hold on for a second. Let me open up Steam again to see when exactly Dune Awakening came out. It came out on June 10th, 2025. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, couple of months later, game should have some content, right? Game should, should have some new things involved in it, right? So I start up the game. It has like this like process where it's like you gotta like, so they have like this Dune Lunger thing that'll start up. You start you press like lunge game whatever and stuff. So anyways, game starts up. Maybe within a second of it starting up, the game just randomly froze. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, weird. All right, no biggie, no problem. I'll see if the just exit out and try it again later or something, right? The game wouldn't let me exit out. And so I'm sitting here streaming. You guys, I can't remember what exact streamed it was, but you can see where it just had me just sitting there not doing nothing. I couldn't exit out the game. I couldn't control alt delete and try to just end the program there. I couldn't open up Steam. This game would not give me control of my computer, the computer that I paid money for. I hate, that's one thing that I wish that Windows would fix is like, okay, if it can detect on you trying to exit out of something, it's like, would you like to hard exit, or there should be a key or something where you can like hard exit out of a game or have a program where it's doing some crap like that. But for a few minutes, it wouldn't let me exit out. So I'm like, okay, if I have to pretty much turn my computer off, like do one of them hard turn offs and things where I'm having to hold down the power button and stuff, if I have to do that, I guarantee and I promise you I'm uninstalling this game. But it wouldn't let me do nothing, so I ended up having to do the hard exit on my computer. As soon as I started my computer back up, first thing I did was uninstall that game, because I'm like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. The game's been out for 2 months. You guys could have very well added a bunch of different content, a bunch of new different ways of playing that game. No, instead you guys decide to put out some bug in the game, because I never had this issue before. You guys decide to put out some bug in the game that's going to prevent me from playing it, but also prevent me from using my computer. So what's crazy is that, because I'm like, nah man, this was like after having my issues with the one game Peak, having my issues with Madden, having my issues with NBA 2K25. I'm trying to think of some other games I've had issues with. WWE 2K25, more so on the Switch, but it's like I'm having these issues with games. This stuff is building up. Now I'm at this point where I'm like, I have to now crash out on video games. I gotta now let developers know about their games and stuff. So it's funny because when you look up Dune Awakening on Steam, you see where the more recent reviews have been mixed. So that means that there's other people that they're having their own frustrations with the game, and that's where it more so leads down to me talking to the fans of this game. Because so I go and I make this discussion post on hold on for it. Let me see if I can find that is this it? No, that's not it. I'm trying to see where I can find the where I was talking about. Okay, so yeah, I made this discussion post on the game where I said avoid this game, new players. So all I said is I haven't played this game since June, decided to see what was going on with it, turned it on, and the game immediately crashed on me and wouldn't turn off. Devs got to stop doing whatever they feel like doing with their games and listen to their fans, because I'm pretty sure others are having the same issue. I'm trying to figure out, how did this affect the people that were commenting underneath this post? Because it's like the people, so there's fans of this game that were offended. My thing is this though, right? So let's use the one game that I've been playing a lot of as an example, No Man's Sky. Do you think I'm going around looking for people talking bad about that game? Let's look at or think of some other games, Mario Kart World, or even Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Do you think I'm going around looking for people talking bad about that game? I'm trying to think of some other games that occupied my time. I have been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on the Switch also. I'm trying to think on Xbox, Forza, PlayStation, Tekken 8. That was like the last game I remember playing. But the thing is is this, though. The point that I'm trying to make, if a game is that good, you're not going to be scrolling through discussion pages to see, I guess, oh, what people are bad-mouthing the video game. Oh, now I got to respond with them and argue with them. I did not respond to any of those comments because I'm like, okay, obviously you're one of those mindless fans, like talking to everybody that commented on those things. Yeah, you guys are those mindless fans where, oh, I don't care what the developers are doing. I'm going to always support the game. I guarantee and I promise you, come next year, they're not even going to be thinking about that game. They're going to most likely be playing either something else or Grand Theft Auto 6, but they're not even going to be thinking about Dune Awakening. Dune Awakening is definitely going to be one of those games where you're constantly seeing it on sale. They got all this stuff coming out, but nobody is hyped for it. My question is, why is it now currently the game is sitting at the more recent reviews? Why is it sitting at mixed reviews? Like, are you going to tell everybody that's having an issue with the game, it's on them? It's not the developers. It's never the developers. It's always on the people that are complaining about the game. So my question is, why are people complaining about the game? Everybody got a message. The funny thing is, it could be people with a worse or better PC that I have, and they're still having the same issue, if not something else that's wrong with the game. They're having some other issues with the game. So you're going to say all of us, it's only us. Like, we're the only ones that have this issue. Meanwhile, there's all these other different games, including No Man's Sky, probably the biggest game that I have installed on my PC. I haven't had no issues where that game, for some odd reason, just does a hard lock on me and prevents me from using my computer. Hold on for a second. Let's just open up Xbox. So I played this one game called Abiotic Factor. Never had no issues like that. Halo, the Master Chief Collection. Never had no issues with that. Lawn Mowing Simulator. Never had no issues with that. No Man's Sky. Pal World. Riders Republic. Star Wars Squadron. Let's see what Wheel World, Wolfenstein: The New Order. That's just on the Xbox Game Pass. Let's see what games I on Steam. Assetto Corsa Evo. This other game called Fumes. Emergency Cleanup Company. Skull and Bones. Helldivers 2. Apex Legends. Batman Arkham Asylum, God of War, Lush Foil Photography Simulator, Dagger Directive, Payday 3, Japanese Drift Master, what else? The Last of Us Part 2, Dragon Age The Veilguard, House Flipper 2, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced. What are some other games? I'm saying, it's like, fam, I got all these different games installed. Dune Awakening is the only game that I can think of where it done had that issue. So explain, like, so it's my PC when it comes to Dune Awakening, but let any of these other games have an issue like that. Oh, it can't be the developers. No, it's never the developers. It's the person that managed to play all these other different games, no problem. But it gets to that one particular game, then it's a problem because it's your favorite game. If this is your favorite game, then why are you not playing it? My thing is this. There's never been a time where I've been heavily invested into a game and I'm like, oh, well, instead of playing it, let me see what people are bad-mouthing the game and argue with them and say, oh, you're just a typical rage baiter. It's funny how everybody in that in the comments of that thing, they didn't say anything unique. They didn't say anything different than anybody else, I guess, that's just trying to do like that reverse psychology of rage baiting and stuff. Because yeah, I think that's what they were just more so trying to do, is get me to flip out on them and respond to every comment and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that with y'all. At the end of the day, I'm still having an issue with a game that needs to be fixed. But you know what? This is all that I'm going to say about Dune Awakening. I'm just going to let this game fall apart. It's one of those things where it's all like, hey, I'm going to have to just cut the loss on the game. But I guarantee and I promise you, it's going to definitely be one of those things where other people are having this same issue. And then they're going to get to talking about it. And then it's going to be one of those things where the developers ain't got no choice but to actually do something good with their game. And if not, it's definitely going to be one of those games where ain't nobody playing it. Because, I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's crazy how, like, there hasn't really been no major games, I guess, besides the Nintendo Switch 2. That's probably the only major, the console, but it's like, that's the only, I think, major thing that has came out since Dune Awakening. Other than that, I can't think of no other major games that came out since then. But explain, how did the game fall off and die out that fast? So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, there's stuff going on with that game that needs to be fixed. And it's not somewhere it's like, oh, well, us as the fans, we got to defend the developers. No, stop. People, fans, you got to stop doing that, because the developers is never going to be great, and their games is always going to flop if you guys sitting around defending every single thing. If there's a person having clear issues with the game, report that mess back to the developers and see if they could come out with a patch fix to fix it. But I promise you, I'm not the only one that's having that issue. So anyways, yeah, I'm like, fans got to stop doing that crap, always defending the game, and then it's like, come like months later, they're not even playing the game no more. And it's like, man, people, it's like, it's one of those things. It's like, nah, keep that same energy, play this game every single day for the rest of your life. Don't play no other games, only play Dune Awakening. The energy that you guys had in that in the comments of that post, you made it seem like that this is like a game that you play 24/7. So if that's the case, play this game 24/7. Don't respond to nothing. Don't play no other games. Only play Dune Awakening. Only give the developers behind this game, give them all your money. But if you ain't willing to do that, fam, don't be sitting here trying to argue with people that have paid money for this game, that's having clear issues and frustrations. What's crazy is that I could go out, get me a different PC, still have the same issue. So explain that. It's like, oh, every PC out there is just bad. Then my thing is this, then you send me out your PC so I can play the game better then. But until then, it's like, man, ain't nobody trying to see all that. So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.